Hi there, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at Lesson 5.3, Solving Systems of Linear Equations by Elimination. We're going to be looking for 5 things to write down in our notes. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing, like always, is we're just going to copy down the steps of how to eliminate some linear equations. Step 1 would be to multiply, if necessary, one or both equations by a constant, so at least one of the pair of like terms has the same or opposite coefficients. Step 2, we would want to add or subtract the equations to eliminate one of the variables. One of the variables would either be x or y. And then we would solve the resulting equation, which we would be solving for x or y. And then for step 4, you can substitute the value from step 3 into one of the original ones and then solve for the other variable. So again, a lot of these steps might not make sense right now, but go ahead and take time now to pause and write them down. And once you're done, click play and I can show you how those steps work. So here's a little bit of an easier example that we'll be able to try first. Notice that step 1 is already done with us. We don't have to multiply for step 1 because we have the y's that are opposites. A positive 2 and a negative 2 will actually cancel out. So I can go on to step 2, which is adding or subtracting the equations to eliminate one of the variables. I'm going to be able to add the 2y and negative 2y to make 0. So all that's left will be 3x plus 3x, which is 6x, and 4 and negative 4, which is 0. Once I solve for that, I get x is equal to 0. What I can do now is go on to so that was just step 3, solving the resulting equation, and then step 4 would be substituting this value back into original equation. I'm going to choose this first one right here of 3x plus 2y equals 4, and I'm going to plug in x for 0. So 3 times 0 plus 2y equals 4. That'll be 2y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 2. So my solution is 0, 2 in that ordered pair format, just like we've done before. Okay. Another example you may see, though, is something like this, where the x's don't have an opposite variable and neither do the y's, so you can determine what you want to multiply by to decide. I think I'm going to eliminate my x's, so I'm going to multiply everything by negative 2. The reason why I'm going to multiply everything here and by negative 2 is because the negative 2 times negative 5 is going to give me a positive 10x, and that is going to be easily canceled out with that first regular negative 10x. Then I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 6y, I get 12y. And then negative 2 times positive 23, that's a negative 46. Now I'm ready to go ahead and eliminate. So that was step 1. I multiplied one equation to eliminate one of the variables. Now that I can add or subtract, let's go ahead and try that. So basically my new equation is negative 10x plus 3y. And I'm going to write this actually so you can see that a little bit. So here that is on the other side. So these 10x's can cancel out. 3y plus 12y is 15y. And 1 and negative 46 makes negative 45. I'm going to go ahead and solve for y. So y is equal to negative 3. So that is me doing step 3. Now I'm going to plug it in for step 4. I'm just going to use my original equation up here, the negative 10x plus 3y. So negative 10x plus 3 times negative 3, because y is negative 3, equals 1. I know that these will give me negative 9. And then to undo the negative 9, I'm going to add 9. So I get negative 10x is equal to 10. So that means x is equal to negative 1. So my solution is negative 1, negative 3 in ordered pair format. You always want to solve these linear equations and put them in ordered pair format, just like we've seen before. So here are some that you're going to start to try. Let's go ahead and try number 2 in your notes. Again, let's pause the video first, try it, and once you're done, click play. So right away, I could see that my x's can be eliminated, so I didn't have to multiply any of the equations to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do step 2, which is adding or subtracting. I get 6y is equal to 12, so that means y is equal to 2. I'm going to plug it back into this first equation. 3x plus 2 times 2 is equal to 7. That'll be 3x plus 4 equals 7. Subtract 4 from both sides, that's 3x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 1. So my solution will be 1, 2. For number 3, again, this is a you try it question. Make sure that you're multiplying or dividing, multiplying by a number so that you can eliminate. Alright, for this one, I chose to multiply this second number, or this second equation by positive 3, because if I do that, this 3y will cancel out with a negative 3y. So my new equations will be this. X minus 3y is equal to 24, stays the same. And then I'll get 9x plus 3y is equal to 36. I'm going to cancel out my y's, so all that's left is 10x is equal to 60. And then x would be equal to 6. So then I'm going to just go back and plug it into my one of my original equations. 6 minus 3y equals 24. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So I get negative 3y is equal to, 3y is equal to 18. So y is equal to negative 6. So my answer for number 3 is 6, negative 6. Okay? It doesn't matter what you do to eliminate. Some of you might have multiplied the top number, the top one, by negative 3. You should still be able to get the same solution as I am. I'm just trying it one way, but you can be trying it a different way and it'll still work out. Here's your next one, number 4. So again, let's go ahead and pause the video here, try it on your own, and once you're done, click play to see how it works. So for this one, I multiplied everything by negative 4. That way I can cancel out my x's. So I'll get negative 4x minus 16y is equal to negative 88. And then my original one is just 4x plus y equals 13. Okay, again, my x's can cancel out. Negative 16y and a positive y gives me negative 15y. And negative 88 plus 13, it gives me negative 75. If I divide both sides by negative 15, y is equal to 5. So I'm going to go back and plug it into maybe this one I didn't change. So 4x plus 5 equals 13. Subtract 5 from both sides, I get 4x is equal to 8. So x is equal to 2. So my solution for number 4 is 2, 5. Okay. Your last one is a word problem. It's very similar to the word problems we've done in the past with like 5.2 notes and 5.1 or 5.2 notes. It says a business with 2 locations buys 7 large delivery vans and 5 small delivery vans. Location A receives 5 large vans and 2 small vans for a total cost of $235,000, but location B gets 2 larges and 3 smalls for $160,000. What's the cost of each type of van? So again, you're going to be writing 2 equations and then use process of elimination to solve here. Let's go ahead and pause the video so you can try it. If you're not sure how to write your equation, wait till I write my equations and then try to solve it on your own by pausing again. Alright, so what I did is I first looked at location A. So location A has 5 large, and I'm just going to use 5L for large, and 2 small, so plus 2S is equal to $235,000. Location B receives 2 large and 3 small vans for $160,000. So again, to eliminate here, I multiplied everything. I actually multiplied both things by a different number. I multiplied the first one by 3, because when I multiply by 3, I would get 15 large plus 6 small is equal to $705,000. Again, you can be using calculators for these. And for the second one, I multiplied by negative 2, because I will be able to eliminate the s's here. So that one, I would get negative 4 large minus 6 small is equal to negative $320,000. One more. Okay, so now I can eliminate my S's. I would get 15L minus 4L, which is 11 large, and that's equal to 385 after I subtract 705 and 320. And then divide both sides by 11. L is equal to $35,000. Now I'm ready to plug that back in. So what I did is I just took my original equation 2L and plugged it back in. So 2 times $35,000 plus 3S equals 160. I know that 2 times 35,000 is 70,000. So plus 3S equals 160,000. And then subtract 70,000. So many zeros. Again, we'll solve it here. Sorry. So 3S is equal to 90,000. So S is equal to $30,000. So a large van costs $35,000 and a small van costs $30,000. Okay? That is going to conclude our notes for today. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.